Hello everyone. So, this is about the pollen that y'all see out here. As always, I'm in a little rocking chair, so if you hear that noise. So, I don't know if y'all noticed, but it's like a pollen storm out here. So, yesterday I went outside and I saw the wind blow, and the pollen was so thick, it didn't make sense. And so, I kind of ignored it. And then I just went to take the trash out. And I come back outside and I'm looking. And I realize that's not pollen. That's chemicals that they've been dumping out of the air. Yes, it's chemicals. That's not pollen. Because this is what I realized. Now we go back in time. Now how come when we had more healthier trees, healthier flowers and stuff like that, we didn't have pollen that thick? Do y'all notice each year the pollen gets thicker and thicker? Do y'all notice that? Because it's not pollen. Okay? That's a chemical that they've been putting on people to make you sick. The people, the pharmaceutical companies, they are paying farmers to provide these chemicals and these chemicals to spray on people so it can make y'all sick, so y'all have to keep going to the doctor, so they have to so y'all can buy their medicine. The healthcare company is a part of it. That's why that dude died. Whoa. That's why the CEO dude died. He was a snitch, which is okay because I'm one. But he was a whistleblower. He was about to tell, that's why he died. The guy that Luigi, think about it. Luigi off of Mario Brothers, right? Luigi, we about to save you, Luigi. If you ain't out yet, you about to be out. Even though that we know that was not you. That was one of the society people. All right. The dude for the United Healthcare. He knew about how they was providing chemicals in the air. And he was going to tell on these people that that's what they was doing. Okay? So, they've been paying these farmers that have these crop type planes where they can hold stuff. They created a chemical to put in the air. That's how they keeping y'all sick. It causes issues with the nerves. It gives you nerve damage and stuff and headaches. It causes headaches. It causes discomfort. When the particles get inside your head, it's like dust particles in your head. So it's like you have dust stuck up inside your system. And without the proper nourishments and water and eating healthy, it's stuck. It get caked up. Oh, I can see it. I can see the inside of your brain. And it gets caked up into your systems. And that's how they've been controlling y'all. Because in these systems, they're little neurons that whenever certain medicines attach to it, it can cause it could cause electrical charges that can screw up your brain. So what happens with the electrical charges, that's why people be snapping at certain times and different things. It's a neurotechnology they created that will cause y'all to act out at certain times. So how many y'all go and get y'all medicine and it's like you get overdosed with it, or they change it out of nowhere because they trying to get you to buy more medication? Because y'all know that medical system, back in the day, you just go in, get your medicine, leave. Now they have to have a certain amount of people to buy medicine at a certain amount of time. It's like sales. You got to get enough of people to buy for your quota. That's just like admitting people in the hospital. There's a lot of people that get admitted into the hospital that don't supposed to be admitted, but they have to do it for their numbers. It's another brain control. It's another mind control. They've been keeping y'all sick with the pollen. Okay? They've been doing that for every time. Think about flu shots. Why is it they keep promoting flu shots? Out of all the diseases in the world, all the sicknesses in the world, why the flu is one of the main ones they make sure you take every single year. So if they providing you the flu shot and it make you have the flu, right? They give you the flu, right? How come you got to keep taking it every year? Because it's supposed to be in your system. It's their way to provide that chemical imbalance with you. So whenever y'all take the flu shot, there is something inside the medicine that they give you that caused the fake pollen to screw with you. Yeah, they gotta sick over that. That think about how some people end up still dying from the flu when they're supposed to have the shot. How many of y'all had the flu already and that they still get sick? Okay, y'all immune system supposed to be so immune to the flu by now. Y'all been taking it every year. I never took the flu shot. Okay, I don't believe in those shots. All right, the only shots I ever had to take was the ones for school. After that, I said no. Even COVID, never took it because they put something in it as well with the COVID. All of that is attached to each other. Yeah, I already knew about game, and I knew game was trying to kill, and I said nope, not today. So just let y'all know, y'all need to get off those flu shots because that's how they controlling y'all. Ah, shit, it got to get that. The medical system been killing y'all on the low, on the high, because y'all already knew. So at the end of the day, that's why this pollen, all of this stuff, that's how they been messing with y'all. And then you got to think about it. Now it's in your food. How many of y'all go to the store, get your food? How is it that everything's supposed to be organic if there's pollen in the air? If there's pollen in the air, that means that chemical is falling on your so-called organic food. So even though you are less and less, you have one of those safe houses that you provide the sources through that way, a greenhouse. Unless you have something like that, then guess what? Everything is being contaminated. Everything. So either if it doesn't affect you by smelling it, it'll affect you by eating it. It'll even get into your ears. It's to clog your system up, which is so dumb. Because how in the world are you going to provide a source that you're going to get killed off of your goddamn self? How slow can y'all really go? Why are you going to create a system or an organism or a chemical that you can get affected by? Then the first rule they say, don't get high on your own supply. Dummies. In a minute. Yeah, so that's what it is. Now, don't be alarmed. Just continue to eat. Try to drink a lot of water, okay? Drink a lot of water to flush it out, all right? Drink a lot of water. The water will help flush it out of your system, all right? Just continue doing that. But for people that gets really sick, because like for myself, sometimes I can catch headaches and stuff like that, okay? Every time it's something different, all right? But that's just a normal reaction. However, some people get real sick off of it. Now, don't get me wrong. We do have regular pollen for like the bees and stuff to do. However, that's why a lot of, like even the honey, there's fake honey out there. I know. I had bought some yesterday. Okay. I actually took a teaspoon of it and it's oil. Okay. It's like a form of motor oil. You could taste it. Yes, some of your honeys out there, be mindful. It's a motor oil that they providing for you. It's like a honey flavor on it, but if you taste it, you can taste it. It's like for the older heads that know about castor oil, it's something like that, but they put a honey flavoring into it. But it's motor oil. Yes, they are putting motor oil in a lot of the honey. Okay, so unless it says pure, then you might want to, be mindful, check it out first or whatever, because some of these companies are like that. God. I don't get y'all. I don't get y'all. Why y'all keep trying to do shortcuts? It's like, why y'all keep trying shortcuts? It don't work out in your favor. Yes, you might be getting the money on the front end, but don't you know you getting old? You getting old. So what you think gonna happen to you? I don't care if you have the money. Don't you think they're gonna tamper with that, the higher end stuff too? Everything always get caught up in the system. So why the world y'all keep pumping out all of this stupid stuff? You're gonna get got. If you didn't get got this time, you'll get got next time. So why you just don't let things be? Allow nature to run its course. But y'all so big and controlling something that you don't realize you're getting controlled by your own system. You become a slave in your own system, because at the end of the day, you got to be able to keep everything a secret. You have to keep your mind. You got to keep your hands clean. And by the end of it, you run around like a chicken with a head cut off as well. So even if you may not get the chemical end, you're going to get the other end. And each end is bad, no matter how you look at it. these companies, I'm going to tell y'all right now, pharmaceutical companies, y'all are not going to like me. Okay? I promise y'all that y'all ain't going to like me, because a lot of this medication that y'all putting out here is about to be done for. It's a lot of fake medications in this world. Because I'm like this. I understand people have choice. I get it. I got that. Let me explain this. But if we know that it's automatically going to give you the death penalty for taking it, we need to get it off the shelves. We need to get it off the shelves, okay? Because you're not realizing that when people are taking this medication, they're not just affecting them systems. That's why some people in this world, when y'all trying to have kids and you wonder why you can't have kids, because the medicine is burning out certain parts of your body. It's causing where your body cannot reproduce like it's supposed to. So that's why sometimes when y'all end up pregnant and y'all have miscarriages, is because of medications you've been taking for so long. Yes, that's another part to it. I know I gave you other scenarios. There's a lot of scenarios, okay? But it's the medications y'all be taking over time. These cosmetic pills, all of these different pills. When you keep taking all these different, I need this one to help with this. I need this vitamin for this. Eat the actual fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I know. I just said that the vegetables and stuff is contaminated, but you got a better chance with that than the pill. Because you got to realize they put a certain percentage of something in it. Okay? So you might have some realness to it. But then they got to mix it with something else so it can hold together so you can ingest it. So sometimes it's plastic. Sometimes it's other chemicals. Sometimes it's, rat poisoning and stuff like that. Yes, they put rat poisoning in these pills and stuff. They put pesticide. They put all of these things in pills. Because you have to have a certain amount of composition for them to hold. Because you have to look at the storage amount of time. Okay? Because in order for these pills to be able to be storage for a certain amount of time, especially if they do have a little bit of like real fruits or real vegetables in it, it has to be able to hold. It's no different than preserves, being it like canned food. You know, you got to have a certain amount of salt in the canned food in order for it to last longer. If you didn't know, yes. That's why certain things have certain salt. And even if it said don't have salt in it, if it's on the shelf with something with salt, 9 times out of 10 it got salt in it. Just to let you know that. So don't go sit back when they say, it's no salt. It's something. They got something in there, because ain't no way in the world it can preserve as long as it can without that composition in it. Everything has to have a certain amount of mixtures to come together in order for something to last long. Ask yourself, how come pills hold its form for so many years? So if it holds its solid form that many years, what you think is doing into your system? Do you really think it's getting fleshed out like it's supposed to? Do you really think it's running through your veins like it's supposed to? How many of y'all on weight loss pills? How many of y'all been taking all these weight loss pills, ain't even losing nothing? But yet at the same time, you realize if you just go to the gym and eat proper, you actually have a better chance. It ain't the pills all the time. It's a mind thing. 9 times out of 10, the pills y'all taking ain't doing nothing for you. And these people know it. Because at the end of the day, guess what? FDA has to take up, I think, about 10... It's some years before FDA is supposed to approve a medicine. How these companies are providing medicine within a couple months? Think about it. If they are doing actual surveys, right? When you have people to come in to try the medications out, it normally takes you a couple years to get true, pure facts. How is it that these pills getting popped out every 5 seconds? And then on top of that, you wonder why they provided, this pill can cause a heart attack. It can cause heart disease. It can cause liver failure. It can cause kidney failure. It can cause this, and that. You want to know why they do that? Because they have no idea what it's going to do. So they throw everything up there just in case. So if something happens to you, you can't sue because you knew. They don't even know what it's going to cause. They just providing it to you. It's money for them. Because they know you gullible. It ain't no different than I knew somebody. Why you buying your pills off of Temu? Why? Why you buying pills off of Temu? Why are you buying pills off of these little side stores? Just because it has the logo of a name brand company doesn't mean it's the same thing. Y'all know that. There are copycats out here. But y'all look at, I'm getting a good deal. Yeah, for a casket? Yeah, for a casket. That's a good deal. Because you don't even have to worry about going to the hospital. You're going straight to the grave. Why y'all keep doing it? Y'all buying all these powders. All these powder products and stuff. But y'all getting off these side deal companies. Unless you're going to the direct source, leave that mess alone. Do you realize that in other countries, sometimes they pour other stuff inside of those things? They can make it look right. They can make it look like the stuff. Do you know some places they use their feet to put stuff together? Do you know that? You don't know that. Do you know some companies have rats and stuff running around and you putting this stuff in your mouth? You ain't know that? I used to work at a nut factory and the nut fat was peanuts and stuff like that. And I'm watching the stuff going down the tarmac or on the little mat. Now you gotta get boxes, put the boxes together, put a bag in it, and now the nuts and everything coming down. These folks don't even have masks on their face, and they just a talking. And you get a spit, you get a nails, you get all of this stuff in the box, and I'm sitting here like, what the heck? Just know I ain't never buying none of those nuts, okay? But yeah, everything. Even the canned foods that you eat has a certain amount of insects inside of it. Yes, everything. Everything. But at the same time, my thing is this. You've been eating it, but at least be more mindful of what you eat and be mindful of what you're doing. Don't get me wrong. Now, some insects are proteins. It is healthy for you. I'm going to call it what it is. But I'm going to say this. I have a better chance of getting the canned good that got the bug in it than eating something with rat feces in it. Like I said, all this medicine stuff they popping out is because all the stuff that they pouring out on us. It ain't no different than in the clouds and stuff with the rain and everything. Y'all notice that the rain, everything smells different. Everything smells different. Everything feels different. Everything tastes different. It's because of these chemicals. And all of it ties back to the healthcare system. Yes. It all ties back to the healthcare system. The same system that y'all run to every 5 seconds. All I know is these people that is providing these chemicals, your days are numbered. Okay? Just let you know that. Because you won. Y'all, you know how slow people can be. You might be getting a big check for dumping this stuff out, but you're surrounded by it. Do you know you ingesting more of those chemicals so those hundreds and thousands of dollars you're getting, you're ingesting more of those chemicals than the people that you dumping it on? That's your karma by itself. And for these higher ups, it's over. And for everyone else in the world, all I say is this. Be mindful of what you put in your mouth. And just because you going through something mentally or wherever, this and that, figure you out. Love you. Go old school style. Love you. What you think the slaves did, since y'all like slavery and stuff so much? Did they run to the therapist every single day? I don't remember the slave going to the master saying, boss man, it was a rough day today. You whipped me 30 times today, boss man, but that cotton got me, got messed me up today, boss man. So what the hell's wrong y'all now? My bad. Oh, excuse me, my nose. See? Even for myself. It's been screwing with me. Ever since they dumped this big load, it screwed with me. I don't go outside like that. So why in the world I have my nose running? But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like I said, back in the day, they made it through it. So why y'all can't? Why y'all need all this medicine? Why y'all need to dope yourselves up and think, I need this, I need it, I have to have it because something wrong with me? Ain't nothing wrong with you. You're having a regular emotional reaction just like anybody else in the world. Some can cover it up more than others. All this medicine for your anger and all this and that, it's because you're going through something or you've been through something. You got to let it go. Let it go. Because the medicine y'all taking and the stuff that they putting out here in the air is causing a chemical imbalance in your body. It's a slow killer. And for some, it's speeding up the process. But at the end of the day, like I always say, like LeVar Burton on Reading Rainbow, you ain't got to take my word for it. Y'all have a blessed day.